There it goes. Time, tick, tick, tick. Right? Time never stops. It's one of the interesting measurements, in my opinion. Right? You can, when you're measuring length or area or capacity or things like that, there's always a start and a stop. But time keeps going on for ever and ever. The seconds that just went by while I was talking, those are seconds that we can only look forward, right? We can't go back in time to look to see time again. So, what we're gonna talk today a little bit more about elapsed time. When we say elapsed time, we're talking about how much time has gone from one time to until the next, right? And a lot of times, elapsed time might include things like if you've ever had to wait at a restaurant, they will tell you, oh, it's a 40-minute wait, right? That's the amount of time that is going to elapse between the time that you've checked in and the time that you get to sit down, hopefully, right? Sometimes they're a little faster or slower. Elapsed time, we also see this in movies. If you're like starting a movie and it says 93 minutes, that's the elapsed time. And so if you know how to deal with elapsed time, then you'll know, well, okay, if I'm starting this at 1:16, what time will I be done with this movie? Okay, so what I want to show you, I want to use this tool here to kind of review some of the things that we've done about different times. So let's say we had to go from 2:15 until 4:40. And we wanted to know how much time there was between those, right? Maybe something starts at this time and ends at this time, and we want to know how much time that is. We have started learning how to use this open number line. And I would start by putting 2:15 right here. Now, I would not put 2:40 or 4:40 down at the other end yet because we're not there. And so now we want to make some jumps. And I'm going to suggest you make hour jumps, but not always, right? You could do different jumps. But if we jump forward 1 hour, it was 2:15, now it's 3:15. And when we do this, we need to label these jumps 1 hour. Now, if we make another jump of 1 hour, that will get us to 4:15. And so now we have jumped 2 hours. If I make another jump, that will be 5:15. That will be too far, right? So I'm going to now make smaller jumps. I want to get up to 4:40. So I'm going to think, how far is it from 4:15 to 4:40? Now, if you can calculate that in your head, right? That's great. Do that, right? One way that you might try to think about this, well, maybe we'll make some jumps of 10. And so 10 minutes would be 4:40, or excuse me, 4:25. I'm trying to get to 4:40. So there's 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes would be 4:35. And so then I only need 5 more minutes to get up to 4:40. Now, could I have done a jump of 20 and a jump of 5? Yes. If you were able to figure out how far away these two numbers, 15 and 40, the difference, you might have made a 25-minute jump there. Okay, but now I need to get my answer. So how many hours do I have here? 1 hour, 2 hours. So my answer is 2 hours and 10, 20, 25 minutes. This down here is the answer, 2 hours and 25 minutes. All right, let's do another one. Let's try to get a clear page here. There we go. Let's say we were going to go from 3:30 to 4:10. All right, let's have you help me. What do I need to draw first? Yep, I need to draw this number line. It's an open number line. And I'm only going to put the beginning time on here, 3:30. All right, so let's think about jumps. If I make a jump of 1 hour, what do you think about that? Should I do that? Hey, I'm not going to do that actually, because I noticed that 3:30, if I make a jump of an hour, then I'm at 4:30. I'm already past my time. So one thing that I know is that there's 30 minutes here and there's 60 minutes in an hour. So if I jump 30 minutes, I wouldn't say 360, right? Once you get to 60 minutes, that means you're up to the next hour. So to jump 30 minutes gets me to 4 o'clock. Now I need to jump to 4:10. What should my next jump be? Yeah, right. It should be 10 minutes. Here it is. And I'm at 4:10. So look, I'm already there. I'm already done. I didn't need all this space, and that's okay. So my answer, no hours, 0 hours. My answer is 40 minutes. All right, let's do a couple more here together. Let's go get a new drawing here. All right, let's go from 12:50. We'll go farther this time to until 5:25. All right, now I'm going to kind of challenge you a little bit and have you try to think ahead a little bit. So, right, if we count by hours, 12:50, 1:50, 2:50, 3:50, 4:50, 5:50 would be too far. So if I'm going to try to go from 12:50 all the way to 4:50. Now, yes, you could make 1 hour jumps, 1 hour to 1:50, 2 hours, 3 hours, but I'm going to try to make one gigantic jump. Let's see how many hours that is. How many hours is it from 12:50 to 4:50? What do you think? See if you're right. So we start at 12:50, 1:50, 2:50, 3:50, 4:50. 4 hours. Now, I could have done 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Yep, I could have done that, but I didn't. And you can if you want to. All right, so now I got to get up to 5:25. I'm going to make a 10-minute jump. Why? Why do you think I want to make a 10-minute jump? What do you think? Why did I do that? I wanted to get to 5 o'clock, right? Getting to that easy time that I can deal with. So there was a 10-minute jump. And now, how many more minutes? See, I made it easier on myself. I have to get from 5 to 5:25. How many minutes is that? Got it. 25-minute jump. And I'm at 5:25. All right. Now, what is the answer here? Look at the jumps I made. What is the answer? Hey, you should have said 4 hours and 35 minutes. All right, so this is elapsed time. This is how we figure out how far it is from one time to another. Let me show what you're going to have here. You're going to have this document, okay, this file, and you won't be able to click on this or move it around or mess it up or anything. So don't worry about that. You're going to be finding the answers here, right? So 4:55 to 5:05. Let's just do that one to get you started. 4:55 to 5:05. I'm going to start my new drawing here. I'm going to write my times because you are definitely going to need a scrap sheet of paper. There is no way we're going to calculate all this stuff in our head. There's my number line. 4:55 is my starting point. All right, if I add an hour, that's going to be 5:55, so too much. This is going to be smaller than an hour. I know that 5:55, if I add 5 minutes, now I'm up to 5 o'clock. How many more minutes do I need to add? Yeah, 5 more, right? Because I'm trying to get to 5:05. So my answer here is 10 minutes. Now, you're drawing all this on your own paper in your notebook, right? But when you put the answer in, if you try to type here, you can't type here yet. So whenever you want to type somewhere, you're going to draw a little text box. See this T with a box around it? That's what you're going to pick. You're going to pick the text box, draw a little thing, draw a little box where you want to type, and now you can type here 10 minutes. If you want it to be bigger, you can make it a little bigger. Don't make it crazy big. I'm going to make it, let's see, 24. Maybe that'll be, yeah, that looks nice, right? Now, one thing that I noticed is that this is a little bit small, right? So if you're looking on your Chromebook and you're like, I can't see that, here's two things you can click. If you click View, we can get rid of these speaker notes down here. And uncheck Show Speaker Notes. That made it bigger. If you still want it bigger than that, you can click this up arrow and it makes the menus go away. And then if you're like, oh, wait, I need those menus, you just click the down arrow again. So once you have your answer, you're going to draw a text box and then type, well, don't type that, but type what you think the answer is, okay? Because we're working today with elapsed time. Elapsed time is how much time goes by from one time to the next. All right, that is all, third graders. Please let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.